Salutations, my comrades and beautiful watchers. We are back playing Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Where we are in the last episode, we did whole DLC of Omega. We just trolled and killed everybody on our way. Today we're gonna start new DLC, which is called Leviathan, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna go to Dr. Bryson's lab. We're gonna unravel some secrets of long-gone races. And maybe even how collectors came to be. Collectors and reapers, I guess.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you.
I remember this game.
Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Sounds useful.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I
Poor
need
Dr.
C-Sec at my
Bryce.
location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Indoctrination of some kind.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
I saw you holding a gun. But you look like you were indoctrinated.
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Yes.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
One of his artifacts looks like a Reaper artifact
What's wrong?
from the second game.
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, after...
You'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr.
Let's
Bryson,
listen.
you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Yep.
Exactly.
20 years
That's
ago.
the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
It's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Leviathan sounds dangerous, especially if we don't want to be found.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Okay, let's look around. Disgusting.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
We can find
Focus
him.
on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
It's a big
How
office.
do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Maybe, but we need information first to put it all together. Okay, we can't exit from here. Huh. We can only stay in this room.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Search for clues. Yes, door is open now. And more
These
things
are
are
all
accessible.
murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Humans, Salarians. I don't see any Azari and Batarians and Turians on this list. Interesting.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
That's not
Blackout
enough.
crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
We'll look around some more.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands,
It won't. The
Could be
data's
very
encrypted.
dangerous.
I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean?
I'll remember that.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. Sovereign, Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
I don't know, keeping a piece of Reaper in your lab seems like a good way to get indoctrinated. Nanomachines, son.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Good. Thorian, a life form discovered on Ferris, provides a fascinating insight into the life cycle of truly alien species. Unlike conventional intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not be interested. Commander Shepard claims Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines we could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. But Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims what Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar. I agree.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
Why not?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, Element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
I can see why.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Good. Weapon upgrade. Not gonna say no.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong, and Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It's a
It
possibility.
is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
Pretty sure Rachni ships were biological.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures. Adding it
Anne
now.
Bryson, age 9.
Close to the heart. Is it somewhere here? Alright, I looked over here. Let's go to the second floor, maybe. Washroom. Spacious. Nice. But it doesn't have a bathtub. Come on, what kind of crappy washroom do you have if you don't have a bathtub? At least one in your house.
By Anne Bryson,
Oh.
age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
Maybe on the picture of his daughter? Or behind the...
Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
Hey! I didn't check everything yet.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
This is why Batarians were destroyed. First. They experimented on Reaper tech long before Shepard actually found out about Reapers. And this was as a result. Mass indoctrination and then collapse of civilization. And total annihilation by Reapers within like first invasion. Okay, we can leave. I don't want to leave. Okay, let's check the map. Do we have enough information?
Element 0 deposits.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Maybe.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alright, let's cancel.
Blackout crimes.
No results.
Them.
Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
It's a lot of search parameters.
Based on the search results,
Did you found anything? Was it said returning to Normandy?
Element 0 deposits.
Alright.
5 possible systems.
What about blackout crimes?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 5 possible systems.
I can see that. Okay, what about creature sightings?
Alien sightings.
3
3
systems.
possibilities.
Alright. What about Rachni activity?
Rachni activity.
Nope.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
What about blackout crimes again?
Blackout crimes.
No, it's irrelevant.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Did we miss any information, or is it 3 systems is the best we can get?
3 possibilities.
Did I miss anything? That's a real question.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Alright, let's check. Reaper activity. We're still missing at least one.
Reaper activity.
We have a match. Marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Alright, we did it. Awesome, guys. Let's get to Normandy. Good job, ED. You did very good job. You're my favorite assistant. Slash computer. Slash synthetic. Okay, let's see, what system do we need to go to? Mass relay. Investigate Asari colony. Cerebros abductions. Speak with Quarians. I have no idea where to go actually. Oh, this one. Yes. Dr. Garneau. Come on, guys. Let's find the mystery. Reapers.
Reapers eluded.
Let's fly to a system easier. However you pronounce it. Where are you, Dr. Garneau?
I found something.
Let's check it out. Probably fuel. Yep. Nothing of importance.
We have located Garneau.
Nice. Mojave is a metallic asteroid in a very sparse Nahata belt. It has a high nickel and iron content in the form of kamacite. The rights to mine Mojave belongs to TGS Mineral Works, who sells their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. Close flyby reveals light emanating from the facilities. Population of 152. Alright, let's go with Javik and Edie. I think we're set. I got bonus power from Arya. I wanted flare, but its cooldown time is like such a depressing sight, so I figured I'll take Clash. I don't know. I don't really need it, I already have pull. It's basically the same ability for like small differences. But I don't see the reason why not. We can always switch it around for like 5k credits. We can upgrade Incernate. Yes. Nice. Let's go shield bonus. In Javik. Let's go upgrade pull. And lift grenade. Let's go with damage. Grenade capacity.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
Good job, Cortez.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we know anything more about this Leviathan?
Not really.
It's
I only know it
dangerous.
killed a Reaper.
But it is Garneau, Dr. Bryson's associate, that we are looking for.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Maybe.
Agreed.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
I know, right? It's crazy
Take us in.
talk. Completely crazy talk. Hear explosions in space, which should be impossible.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
I predict hostiles. This place looks abandoned.
Scouting party.
Or worse, by the sounds of it.
Alright, let's finish up these guys first. Too many brutes. Way too many brutes. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody.
Let's get Garneau before the serious
survive.
It's likely the civilians will be frightened.
Yeah, no, we're just too strong. And there's probably no civilians left on this place, come on. Population of 152? And such a force of Reapers, even small one. Everybody's either indoctrinated or already dead.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They should be panicked.
Everything is normal here. And that's super creepy. Yes, creepy. Creep pasta fest.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be.
We're looking for you, Leviathan.
Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you?
Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. It would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
We can make our own way through.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't belong here.
Commander, something is wrong.
I can see that,
Let's
Javik.
look around. Carefully.
I can see that. You're like Dr. Obvious.
Living in the ducts.
Where is he now?
Safe. Locked up. He can't hurt
You
us.
can't be in here.
I will call security.
Yeah, I'm not afraid
TGS Mineral Works.
of security. Your appeal is denied, your resources are cut off, and you've been reassigned. Clean out your office and report to Dr. Lane. There will be no further discussion on this matter.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, I heard that before.
The people seem fearful. It is difficult to
Aren't you worried
determine
about the
why.
Reapers?
We should repair the elevator.
Malfunction detected. Elevator offline. Malfunction detected. Elevator offline.
I'm not a repairman for elevators.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Yeah. They're probably gonna attack us as soon as we start repairing elevator. Because they don't
Repairs initiated.
want us to go down.
The security log at the elevator mentioned a Dr. Garneau. Why are they lying about that?
Come on, Javik.
No idea.
You're
Let's hope we
smarter
don't have
than
to look too
that.
far.
Stop being stupid. Okay, we can expect anything here from indoctrinated people to Reaper's take. Mineral lab or another mineral lab. Huh.
I see a trend among the miners. They appear to be doing everything but mining.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
Have you seen Dr. I don't have that.
Access denied.
Evolutionary implications of human biotics.
Not the stuff. A new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in an office environment. However, it's exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when working with old third-generation plants. Okay.
The Turian pain threshold before psychosis is too high.
What if the pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
Experimenting on different aliens.
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation. That's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
I don't care about your opinion.
This is a restricted security terminal.
Don't
A
care.
level 5 passcode is required for access.
We need to figure out how
I
to
don't
get
have one.
Access
passcodes.
denied.
Isn't here all the time. So we wanted to get away with it.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Uh-huh. This is creepy as hell.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us in serious.
You'll probably get...
You shouldn't be here.
I can get that.
This is a restricted area.
Don't
An
care.
active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
What do I do?
TGS Mineral Works is focused on
Haha. Great.
You shouldn't be here.
Sector maintenance.
Personnel ID. Huh.
Turn back, Commander.
Can you try again?
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
Okay,
I don't have that.
I think we got an idea. We should try one of the other doors. For now.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal.
Bueno.
Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
But the message was never sent.
So he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. Just input it at the security terminal.
Okay, security terminal was here.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
Ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file
I
numbers.
heard that.
I have the file number.
Let's
Let's go get Garno.
Or whoever was in the mines.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
I didn't ask for your opinion, you zombie. Come on, guys. I'm just waiting for them all to jump me.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Is that Garneau?
It is difficult to tell. Dead humans all look alike.
Is he dead?
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
Something
I was
crazy.
doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
He's indoctrinated.
A dead end.
What of the artifact you spoke of in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Not a doctor.
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we are speaking to Garneau.
Yeah. Shepard is not a very smart person.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Damn. I know, I just don't want to leave experience laying around. We will catch him. Somehow.
Someone has cut the power.
Take a guess who?
There he goes.
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
The map indicates a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
I am noticing a pattern. Despite the law of averages, we never find the Reapers moving in a direction away from us.
Maybe we should ignore them and keep going.
There he goes.
Ooh, these things, I hate those things.
Careful! Enemies in the upper balcony!
Watch our flank!
I tried to charge up the level, but I guess I can't. Or I got interrupted. Okay, let's go a little bit more carefully.
There he goes.
I'm not gonna go balls deep until we deal with Rachni. There's more than one. Overload.
Watch our flank!
Okay, there's another Rachni somewhere. Alright, I need overload here. And I'm gonna switch to a pistol. One of these guys. Overload. Banshee. These things are dangerous. All right. Sheesh. Burn her armor. Bunches are just freaking terrible. Phew. Damn. I thought we were gonna die from these things.
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
Bunches are not a joke. I remember them from like last time I played. These things killed me so many freaking times. You can't even imagine. Alright guys, we actually did amazing, I think. We died only once. against the Ravagers, Banshees, and all the random
Looks like the door's power
crapola.
supply's been cut.
The trouble spots are out there. This drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
Unfortunately, the drone is damaged and is on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
Damn. This is a bad idea. Okay, let's go with pistol for now.
Commander, we still need to escort that drone.
Oh my god, really? Come on. Good job.
Repairs initiated.
Yes, Commander.
Ravagers, I hate those things. I'll put you on fire.
One repair done, one to go. You gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
Another Ravager. I need him to cover. I almost got one-shotted. Crap.
The drone is running low on power.
I can see that. I'm doing what I can.
I hear you. I'm on it.
I need overload.
Repairs initiated.
Banshee, Commander.
All repairs complete. Despawning.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
You think you can just scream at me? Whew, we made it. On the first try too. Damn, we're cool as hell. Right, let's get back to a shotgun.
The darkness can't be breached. The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau!
Tying up loose ends.
Damn it.
What is it? Is it PG-13? I don't see any blood or pieces of bodies or something. It's bull. It's big bull.
Shepard, over here.
What have you got?
That was not Garneau. This is. It appears he's been dead for a while.
Makes sense.
So Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh.
In real time too.
Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson.
Daughter of
Who
Dr. Bryson.
are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. You all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember
Cold and
it
dark.
just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Because signal was gone.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
Yeah.
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Damn.
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
10 years.
Unaware of the past 10 years, many things will shock them.
Yes. A war for survival of a galaxy is one of the biggest things. Missing 10 years is like close
It
second.
now seems Leviathan not only has the power to destroy a Reaper, but possesses an indoctrination ability.
What if it is a Reaper?
A Reaper fighting Reaper? I want to know more.
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to.
And
How
why
long
it's
has it
fighting
been out here,
itself.
and more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
Are we back,
I want to know
going
just
back
what
to
the
the
hell
Citadel?
these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, their power and danger are clear.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Great. Not a good idea. Sheesh. Have to say, I forgot how menacing Leviathans are. You expect one thing, but you get completely another.
Signal confirmed.
Probably more fuel. I'm not gonna say no to that. I hate this sound. Tell me something good. Lost and found, 9 out of 10. Synth diamond heatsink. Alright. It's useful, I guess. Ah, flying in the wrong direction.
Faster than light jump successful.
Right, guys, we are going back to the lab. We gotta figure out what's going on. Come on, guys, we can do it.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the
enough
amount
time?
of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
But is Leviathan is an ally or enemy of our enemy, or just an incomprehensible being?
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
True.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed.
Maybe
I'll
we
look
should
around.
contact his daughter. Energy emission tests?
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions. Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, a message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior.
Yep.
You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Let's try to save her.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
And she needs help.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Duh.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may...
Okay, let's look for it. Nice. Birds. I hear birds. Nice. On a citadel. Fancy as hell. Alright, let's get back to the citadel. I mean, to Normandy. We gotta save Dr. Bryson's daughter. From both Reapers and Leviathans. Yep. Our destination.
I found something.
Found something. And better be something good.
There is no sign of Anne Bryson in this system.
Bueno. Very bueno. now I got a skedaddle.
Evasion successful.
Okay, let's start with farthest away. It's probably always in the farthest one. Why? Just because.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel. Guess I was wrong.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
We found it. I knew it. Farthest away system. Alright, this time around let's go with Liara. She should be good with her warp on breaking Bunch's shields and barriers. NAD is great at burning armor. Okay, let's upgrade warp ammo.
We have reports of an attack at this excavation site?
Yes.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear.
Get her alive.
Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
Probably Reapers.
The artifact she uncovered may have caused additional complications.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostiles!
Take us in!
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's fine.
That's her! Okay, let's get...
Damn! Tracking multiple bogies!
Get us over there!
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform, hang on! There, go!
Jump!
Jump!
We can't stay here, Shepard!
This platform won't remain stable for long.
Move! She's somewhere above us!
I will stay anywhere I want.
No! Stay where you are! This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy! It's too dangerous! We'll come to you!
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that! We're on our way! They're here!
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
I can see that.
Find a place to hide!
I'll try.
Get there! Stay put!
More of these things, really.
Watch out! We're not going that way! Look for another path!
Obviously, we go through here. Can we jump? Yes.
Looks like a bridge over there.
Yes, we can.
Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Right away, Commander.
EG, do
The
it.
wires have sustained damage. I'll need a moment for repair. been repaired. Raising it now.
Good job, BD.
Banshee!
This is why to Cleara.
At once.
And now we can burn her armor.
The bridge is up.
Move! That elevator can't be far!
Let's go.
This way.
Damn, that's a lot of harvesters.
Elevator spotted, Shepard.
Got it! Ed, the elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
That's
Copy
good enough.
that.
We will do what we have to do.
More enemies ahead.
Oh. Liara. I went to the wrong direction when I saw a grenade. I should have went to the left or to the right.
Ed, the elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod
Okay,
door
let's switch to
near
a
you.
pistol.
There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We are on our way. Ooh, Leviathan pictures.
More enemies ahead.
Okay, to my shame, Edith died for no freaking reason. So we'll have to use pistols. -1. Whew. Pictures of Leviathans. I guess we're going around. No, this is where I came from. Level 57. Nice too. Damn, this place is shaking.
We can make it through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
We're almost here. Stay safe, Dr. Bryson.
Ed, are you still there?
Brute is not a problem.
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is
Coming down! Around! Go around!
Is it gonna be a Banshee now? Huh, no Banshee. Alright. Did random harvester almost one-shot me? But just great. That's just great.
stay down. Oh God!
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyle's trying to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Go! Move until we get there.
I should have stayed in cover.
What's happening? Don't move until we get there.
Charge is amazing way to get away from grenade. Okay, one thing I hate about this place is everything is freaking shaking.
The elevator's up ahead. Get to it. Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
Such is life.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
Everyone's dead.
I'm sorry. They didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh God. Yes, of course.
Poor woman. She doesn't know her Father is dead. Her friend is dead. Her different friend.
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Looks like a Reaper.
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead.
Let's get to it. And let's hope it's not heavy.
It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
This is why you're alive.
Not
still.
strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Can we track its energy sources?
What are they doing?
We're trying to read the energy.
I've never managed anything.
Doctor.
Whispers.
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard! Take it out!
Got it!
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
We'll bring it down. Right away. Got it.
Basically, it's kind of annoying. Or we'll try to bring it down. Okay, this is kind of hard part. The problem is that I'm surrounded on many sides. And I walked onto the grenade. Perfect. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna die a lot on this part. A lot. be easy.
Copy that! Everybody, let's go!
Come on, Dr. Bryson. Don't stop, just go. Damn.
You okay?
Yeah,
not okay.
Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
You did not.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
Yeah.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
All right.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
Damn. All right, let's check out that message. Omega. Things are settling down on Omega. Look like Talon's our new security force on the station. Their leader said something about honoring Kandra's memory. I say we were being cute, except we're not shy about backing up sentiment with firepower. Be careful out there. No, there is at least one Batarian who doesn't want you dead. Damn. And after all of our war crimes
Commander?
against Batarian people, I guess we are going back to the Citadel.
Reapers eluded.
Time to get the hell out. Yeah, baby. And we are going back to the lab.
Hello? Anne? You here?
She's here.
Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... this is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Stupid question.
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
That's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
Still love you.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess.
Yet you went and become scientist
sometimes
yourself.
He was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I loved that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
You're the key to this.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
Kind of indoctrinated. We need something to translate their powers from a distance. They can't just take control from that far
Loch Ness
away.
Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
I agree.
Interesting and non-existent.
You studied the Arachni?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls.
It doesn't matter how it works. Point is, it's basically telepathy.
The mind of anyone near it.
Kind of. I mean, it's maybe different how we imagined it, but it's
Hey,
still
Lola.
technically.
Need a hand?
Oh,
brings
what are
you down
doing
here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Beefcake.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation.
I guess
because he
we'll
was
have
on a
to
dig.
ask her to be a bait for
Showed up still wearing his field gear.
Leviathan.
He'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if If there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
All right.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
It is. It is.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's
Darkness
something...
should not be breached. Is it?
I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Do it.
Man.
Anne, are you all right?
Yes. I think so.
I
Do we
could
get
have
anything?
used...
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Yep. I
Good.
knew it.
It's a start.
I could have used Renegade
Commander?
Interrupt.
I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Come on.
I figured
Let's get you
that
some
out.
help.
Yes. It wants to kill us. I would be mad too if somebody brought Reapers to my door. But yeah, I could have used Renegade Interrupt. But I'm a good boy. Who is the good boy? I'm a good boy. Come on, guys. I'll probably have to scan more systems though, because of that. Hopefully no more than 2 or 3 in single nebula. Come on guys, we can do this. Right, 100% here. I think it's gonna be a water planet.
I found something.
This is it. I remember this mission.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
This is gonna be tough and serious. Why not? Let's go distance, I guess. Recharge speed. Alright, you have 1 point left. Nice. Take power damage. Sounds great. Liara. And I think this is the last mission for this DLC. But it's gonna be not the first one.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
It is.
I'm still not sure what we're expecting to find down there.
Dr. Bryson classified Leviathan as a Reaper killer. It appears it doesn't wish to be found.
It doesn't have a choice, we're here.
But then what? If it turns out to be a Reaper, are we really going to offer an alliance?
We're not making friends, we're making allies, even if temporary ones.
Nobody says we have to be friends with it, but if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Yep.
Underwater.
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
Maybe.
That's possible?
The Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Or maybe not.
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
I guess we'll not be able to use shuttle to get down there.
Everyone all right?
I'm okay here.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Nothing is ever so simple.
Copy that. We'll look around.
It would seem others have been stranded here as well. We aren't the first to encounter that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Leviathan's last defense is
I
Leviathans
don't recognize
themselves.
any of these ships. How long have they been here?
Long.
Shepard. It's one of the artifacts. Explains why no one gets out of here.
If somebody survives, they get indoctrinated.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
It may not be Cerberus technology at all. Regardless, it doesn't work.
Okay, where do we go from here?
Look! Up there!
Reapers! They were right behind us! Protect the shuttle! Cortez! Situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
God. I'm gonna die because I didn't see the freaking husk coming from behind.
Another pulse hit me! Flight control scrambled!
Damn it! Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Commander, I've got enemy contact! Under fire!
I believe in you.
I need some backup at the shuttle!
Yeah, I'm kind of busy, my man. Nobody's hitting you, relax. You're a freaking pussy, man. Get the pistol and protect yourself like a man.
Okay, we're clear!
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
I'm listening. It's probably not a good development, is it? Heavy weapon we didn't even use.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Why not have the Normandy pick us up?
Same thing would
Reaper.
happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Until it wants, we won't be able to leave.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Are you kidding me?
Go underwater?
Are you
In that
freaking
thing?
kidding
It
me?
can handle the depth. Not saying it'll be easy, but I don't see any other options here, Commander.
Well, oh well.
Well, if that's what we have to do, then let's finish this.
Let's do
Shepard,
it.
Perhaps you are unaware of the degree of risk. Are we seriously proposing?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I suppose we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in. Another power cell for you, Commander.
Here they come! Get another power cell, Shepard! We'll
Not a problem.
hold them off!
You can hold off shit without me. Alright, I need to do it on the speed. The faster we go, the better, I guess.
One more cell, Commander.
It better be enough. Start moving! Don't stop. I guess one more.
Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Yeah, I'm here. Move your ass. And this time it's 2 brutes, of course.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Doing what I can. Damn Cortez. I think he's stuck, I can't move. Can I move? Oh, I'm getting hit. I was getting hit by these guys. This way I couldn't move. So is it time to jump? What do we do now? Oh, there is still enemies somewhere. This game. It's been so many years, it's still buggy as hell.
That did it. Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
Let's do it. Final checks. Okay, shuttle's dead. I just blew it up.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Shepard, I understand the reasons, but this is a big risk.
We don't have a choice,
We've come
babe.
too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Can we talk to Liara?
I want to take a look around first.
Come back when you're ready.
Wanna talk, Liara? Oh, what's kinda strange. You're using helmet. Liara has the rebreather mask. But Cortez? Just breathing air like nothing. But if air is breathable, why Liara has mask? And my helmet.
You ready for a swim?
Oh well.
Let's go.
I'm ready. Last stretch. Before the meeting.
Take care down there, Commander.
With Leviathans.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
We're going deep. We're going very deep.
Dive in 3, 2, 1.
Geronimo! And we are dead because we can't get up from all the way down there. And we don't have any backup.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comm interference on this end. Hang on.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
We are all alone. Dark and cold. Darkness should not be breached. Not a good sign. Oh my god, how deep are we?
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up.
It's beautiful.
Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
We're going deeper.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
Might be one-way ticket.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Something big. And maybe it's not alone.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Yeah, we're not getting out of here
Can't
alive.
see anything just yet.
There is too much light for such a depth. Way too much light.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
See air bubbles. Big ones. From down below. Have a bad feeling about this. I didn't come far enough.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
Yes, I did.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
Yep.
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Anne? What's happening?
It's not Anne. Or Anne. It's Leviathan.
Memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat.
We perceive you as a threat too.
I must understand why.
I'm special.
Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution.
Harvest.
In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience.
Because those were lesser races.
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we are paying the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
We first harvest.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
You were so
To
powerful.
find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter.
Come on.
Only the harvest.
You were so numerous, so powerful. You had a troll of all races in the galaxy, basically. It's hard to imagine where, like, even if Protheans can fight Reapers for like 200 years, or humans for like 100, or like whatever, but still, I feel like Leviathans could have fought back and destroyed them.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
Why cycles?
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. The directive of the Reaper is to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna survive long
Release
without
me.
oxygen.
No one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
It already
The
has.
Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
More of them coming.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance.
Ho ho ho!
We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
We are special. Even Leviathan says so. We are chosen ones. You know, you guys could have given me a lift so I don't die at the bottom of ocean. What about explosive decompression? Why not just let them jump into the ocean instead of
Shepard's
fighting
back.
each other?
Cortez, status.
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Damn it, We got a Reaper inbound!
That's a lot of balls. Damn, these things are
Shepard!
scary.
Goddess! She's freezing.
Loss of thermodynamics, bitch.
Are you alright?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
It's hard to say.
I don't know. We proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
Oh, it
One for
is.
the history books.
It's freaking amazing.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepard out.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
It's crazy.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Yep.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank
you,
Admiral.
Hack it out.
That was a toughie. Alright guys, I think this is where we're gonna end this episode. Please leave a like, maybe subscribe. And please talk to me in the comments, and I will see you very soon guys. Peace.